I have a bit of a problem here on the Hermitcraft server. As you can see, I have since the last episode added some more vaults inside our tree. In fact, I've added quite a few of them. It's not all done yet, but I've added quite a few of them. It keeps going up and all the way around. These diagonal ones, they're a little bit tricky to do, and as you can see, I haven't quite finished it yet. But my problem is that they are for the most part empty. And that's because I am absolutely terrible, absolutely useless at keeping my diamonds. To be honest with you, I can't fully believe that I once had a pile of over 2,000 diamonds, and it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. And now I'm down to 7... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And yeah, this is all about party in the front and nothing in the back. 13 blocks of diamonds. That's all I have. Now I could definitely spend another 2-3 days just diamond mining like I did to reach another 2,000 diamonds, but I think the main problem is that I don't have a good passive income of diamonds. Despite Mr. Red's arrival and mega fancy shop music made by Falls, I'm not seeing a lot of sales. I'm not seeing these items flying off the shelves, to be honest. In total, since I opened this shop, I've still just made 42 diamonds, which is a lot less than I invested to build this thing. Ooh, hello diamonds. 46 diamonds. Yep, still on the negative in terms of investments versus gains. Turns out Smart Skull is not very smart at all. You know what else? It's expensive sometimes to be ISKALL man. Luckily, I have a little bit of a plan, and it is to revisit ISKALL'S Treasure Island. I mean, this place made me a lot of diamonds very, very quickly, but has since been a little bit empty. and by a little bit, I mean, knowledge is the greatest of treasures. Oh, I think I've seen this one before. No, that's not correct. Diamonds is the greatest. Well, netherite ingots is the greatest of treasures. Knowledge. Oh, where's my flint and steel? It's completely gone. Mending and unbreaking. Flint and steel. How is that 3 levels to combine? Hello, Benny. Give me some XP, please. I thank you for your services. Oh, this is completely logical. Unbreaking before mending, 2 levels. Mending before unbreaking, 3 levels. I think I'd go with the cheaper option. Flint and steel and the book. Oh, for goodness sake. Hello again, did you miss me? Give me more levels, please. And some carrots. Hello again, diorite. As I was saying, knowledge is not the greatest power. Netherite ingots and diamonds are. So, with that taken care of, as I said, this place once made me a lot of diamonds. And today, I want to revive it. Well, hello there. This guy must have literally just spawned in as I turned around, and I am actually in the need of some microblocks. I wonder... Ooh, he has clay. I know that is a rare one that I don't have. Oh my goodness, he has a lot of stuff. He has a lot of stuff that I'd like. Respawn anchor. Okay, drop everything else. I know that our mayor has been wanting mushroom blocks, so definitely picking those. That was an easy that was an easy one to get. Clay. Oh, he has regular stone. I think that's one of the ones I need for my brain system. New wood times 2. I don't think I have the new mossy cobblestone. I think I have the old texture one. Gotta make sure to trade that respawn anchor with him. And I don't know how to make these things. Please say I have some snow. Yes. Please be here still. Please. Yes. Smithing table. Ice. Snow. Respawn anchor. Bone block. And barrel. Wow. That... I wish I had a sponge, but I don't have a sponge. But other than that, I think I got the stuff that I wanted. I mean, look at this. That's so many microblocks from just one trader. Sorry, dude. Hello. This micro barrel is just so adorable. Anyway, as I said before I got sidetracked, today I want to revive ISKALL'S island. And I don't just want to revive it in its old form. I want to take ISKALL'S island to the next level. Level 2. It was level 1 and I want to take it to level 2. And to do that, I first of all have to find an island. Yep, I have to find an island somewhere in the world that's hopefully not too far away. I think the main ocean is over this way. Wow, Full Symmetry's base is looking really spectacular. Oh, what is this? Is this an unoccupied island in the middle of the ocean? It looks like it. I wonder if this would be big enough for what I want to do. I like the shape. I like the fact that there's not just one island. It's 2 islands. And 2 extremely dangerous islands at this point in time. Hello, do you have a trident? No, you don't have a trident. After spending half of the night here, I have made a decision. These 2 islands are gonna be my islands. I think they're gonna be perfect. So, first things first, let's make sure we place down a sign. Ooh, is that creeper gonna blow me up? Okay, like I said, they're a bit dangerous at the moment. Oh, the beauty of the sun. Finally. Right, let's place down a sign. ISKALL'S new treasure island, level 2. What's happened here? It's a literal square of leaves. Just floating midair. I'm sorry if you tried to be a tree once. Better. So, my plan with ISKALL'S new treasure island is to provide the other hermits an opportunity of a lifetime. They get to buy, that's where the leaves were supposed to go, for goodness sake. They get to buy a treasure kit over at the old treasure island, which points them to this island area over here, and then they get to dig for treasure. I think that could be a lot of fun, but I'm going to need to terraform this up a little bit and make it a little bit more neat before I can actually start digging down the treasures and thinking about all of those things. So, first things first, I'm going to have to head back and I'm going to need to collect up all of the resources that I'm going to need for this project. We're definitely going to need a healthy amount of sand. I also want some jungle logs and some leaves, some cobblestone and stone. Do I have vines? Yes. Always good to have some spruce, some barrels and chests, and the head of Bro. Old fisherman Bro. We're definitely also gonna need some gold and gravel. Hello! Back in the throne of stories once again. So, with all the resources that I need collected, it was time to get started with transforming my 2 islands into something a little bit more treasure island-like. The first thing I did was to add a bridge connecting the 2 islands up together, and while doing so I also extended one of the islands slightly just because the bridge got very long and very weird looking. Next, I wanted to remove all of the forest that was on the island, and I took the opportunity to clear out the leaves with my silk touch hoe before chopping down the wood. And I remember that my good friend Iskall man needs leaves for his pursuit of the Bernie hedge games. And the 2 islands gave me around 2.5 shulker boxes worth of leaves, which is pretty nice. I don't really know how that made it into the edit. I should be ashamed of myself. It tasted good. Moving on quickly from that, next I decided to extend the southern island ever so much because there wasn't enough landmass for what I want to do. I want to dig down treasure and the island was just a little bit too small. I also, while I did this, felt like the island had way too much grass. So I wanted it to look more like a pirate island or like a treasure island, and so I started removing the grass and ended up with almost no grass at all left, which led me to thinking that I needed to add some kind of greenery, and I took on the task to create palm trees. And this is really silly, but I'm no master builder. It took me right around an hour to make these 2 palm trees. On the northern island, there was a very square corner, as you can see here, and being happy with my palm trees, I decided to push myself and try and make one of those overhanging wave-hit mountains. And it was a process. It's definitely a process, but I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't enjoy the mobs quite as much. There was so many mobs during nighttime when I forgot to sleep. But slowly but surely, I managed to, at least I think, get this to look pretty decent. I think overhanging stone is a really cool look in Minecraft. And I'm really happy I did this. I was a bit scared, but I'm really happy I added that. I think that fixed the whole island. I also felt like the island was a bit too green. Although I wanted it to be a lot more green than the other island, I felt like it needed beaches, and it definitely needed a little bit of fixing around the edges. It was a little bit of straight corners here and there, so I went around and I had beaches, and already it started looking a lot better. Then I did it again. I did it again and decided that also the northern island needed a few palm trees. I'm really quite happy with these palm trees, to be honest with you. They took a long time to make, but I think they turned out really good. Last but not least, maybe it is least actually, definitely is least, I decided to add a few rocks to get some more color. Yep. Rocks can totally be colorful. They're not just gray. There are many colors of rocks. Diorite. Ugh. And here it is. ISKALL'S Treasure Island level 2. And I gotta say, I am really happy with the result. Now granted, it is a little bit empty. Oh, excuse me? It's not really a treasure island far out in the middle of nowhere if you're on it, is it? You don't really have that treasure island vibe, chicken. That's better. As I was saying, it is a little bit empty here still, which is not necessarily a bad thing because, well, I'm basically gonna leave this place up to the hermits to dig out, because they're going to be digging for treasure. However, I feel like there are a few things we need to do. Lighting the place up is one of those things that's going to be important, because otherwise, I'm sure there are some smart hermits that are going to use the explosive powers of the creepers to clear out blocks and get to more treasure. So we gotta light this up smartly. And I shouldn't forget about the fact that we now have lanterns in the game that they just have that treasure vibe to them for some reason. I love them. In fact, they look so much like treasure that creating a little bit of a dig site like this looks really cool, doesn't it? And it also hopefully also catches the interest with some of the hermits coming here, thinking that there is a treasure underneath here, which there may very well be. We'll see. How can I forget about the campfires as a light source? That's brilliant. I have lit up the island quite a lot, but I realized there will still be dark spots, and if I'd cover everything, I'd have to pretty much torch spam it, which I don't want to do. So I'm probably gonna have to add a rule that don't intentionally, on purpose, use a creeper to try and find treasure. Hello, Chariot, to try and find treasure. What's happened over there? Pigs! Pigs have infested my island. They seem to be very fond of this pit. Get off the island, please. This is crazy. This is like a passive pig farm. I also added a few more of these mysterious little structures around the place where it looks like someone has tried to dig something out, and I think they add to the whole vibe of the island. I am loving this. And actually, looking at it now that we've added all the lights and all, and actually, looking at it now that I've added all the lights and all the little small debris stuff, I don't think this looks as empty anymore. There's only one last important thing to place, and that is the head of Bro the Fisherman. I trust you, Mr. Bro, to protect these lands from destruction. And I realize you can't for many reasons. First of all, you're just a head on a stick, bro. You're not really that bro. And secondly, the whole idea is, as I've said, that the hermits are going to be destroying this island by digging. So the plan is, I realize I've done all this and I haven't really explained how this is going to work. But what I'm going to do is I will be digging down treasures, and a treasure will be a barrel. So I'll be digging down random barrels every here and there, and I'm actually not going to do that on camera because I don't trust you. Okay, I don't trust you. Don't go to the other hermits and tell them where there are. But let's just, for this example, say that there is a treasure here. Another hermit comes here and digs around this area and eventually hits this barrel. Then they have found a treasure, so they're able to open the barrel and take out whatever is inside. I'd like it to be so that they then leave wherever they've dug out, and over time this place is going to be completely dug out. As opposed to ISKALL'S old treasure island, the level 1 version, I am planning to make every single barrel incredibly good. Like insanely good. I'm talking about stacks upon stacks of diamonds, stacks upon stacks of gold blocks, netherite ingots in masses, things like that, things that I don't have right now at the moment, but don't worry, I got a plan to do a mega mining session for this. However, with very, very good rewards, we have to have a few rules in place, because if I come here and just for free start digging out things with my super goodbye mega diamond shovel of doom, I'm probably going to find every single treasure in the matter of an hour or so. I'm just going to dig everything away. So I've come up with a little bit of a plan to tackle that. It's time we head back to the shopping district. I got a lot of preparations that needs to be done in order to get this going. I do really like the design of the first treasure island, so I'm thinking we're going to use this place as the sign up for the treasure hunt, and the way we're going to do that is to provide the hermits with the shovel to be used, and they're only going to be allowed to use wooden shovels. Now you see, a wooden shovel has 59 durability, which means that a fully repaired one can dig 59 blocks and no more. So whenever you dig a block, if it doesn't have unbreaking on it, it's always going to lose 1 point of durability, which is absolutely great, because that means that we can control the amount of blocks that the hermits can dig out. Now, as you know, I'm a big fan of random things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a ton of wooden shovels, and then I'm going to destroy them. I'm gonna make them all have a little bit of random durability, and so whenever you sign up for this, you'll get a random durable wooden shovel. And I may make some that are really bad, but also some that are really good. Right, I've crafted up 2 shulker boxes and then some of wooden shovels. Hello? How are you? This is a this is illegal. This is a desert. This is not a jungle. As I was saying, I've crafted up a bunch of wooden shovels, and now for the very grindy task. Oh, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? Yeah, for the very grindy task of damaging them randomly much amounts. Randomly much amounts? That sounds wrong. This is possibly one of the most boring things I've ever made myself do in my years of playing Minecraft. Yeah, this is definitely gonna take a long time. I think it's time I just fast forward the time for you lot. And done. Well, I'm done with 1 shulker box. I think we're gonna start with that one. I mean, that's 27 different signups, 28, 29 different signups. I think that's gonna be enough to at least get this started. So now that we have our shovels, I'm going to need to build a little bit of a redstone machine to randomize a shovel whenever you sign up for this. But there's one more thing I'd like to do first that I also want to put in this place there. I am going to need a little bit of red. Hello, red. Ah, red wool. You see, I thought it'd be really cool to have a logo for this place. The only problem is, and I've just realized this, that I didn't check to see if these 2 islands align on one map. And if it doesn't, we have a little bit of a problem. I guess we're about to find out. Open this. Oh, that's like possibly the worst. Possibly the worst result we could have got. I guess we're gonna have to have at least 4 maps for a logo. Not a terrible thing, actually. Yeah, this may actually work out pretty good because it seems to be pretty center in the 4 maps. Right, so what I was thinking is that we should add one of those treasure map crosses, maybe right here. Treasure map crosses, that's totally what they're called. Turns out I'm terrible at making treasure crosses. Not too worried though, because we can lock them now. And let's never talk about my treasure mark making skills ever again. I am very curious to see how this looks. Just make a little bit of a sign. And there we have it. That's actually looking pretty good. I wish this little island up there wasn't part of it, but I'm kind of happy that it's centered like that. That makes a bigger sign than just one single map. So next we need the randomizer, and I think it'd be wise to place that right down here. This should do the trick. Now we just have to fill all of these droppers with the shovels, and because a dropper outputs a random item, this should get it fairly randomized. Right, fill these blocks in and these blocks in, and if we now press this button, we should be getting one shovel with random durability. Oh, for goodness sake, it all went all the way down. Yes! Oh, wow. We got a really, really good one right off the bat. Let's try that again. Yes, that works. And a different durability one. Beautiful. As I said, I'm going to make every single treasure at the treasure island extremely good. However, we also want to make a profit if possible. So I think I'm going to make it so that every barrel that you find, if you do find a barrel, you always come out on top. If you buy one shovel and find one barrel with a shovel, you always win. And the trick is the randomness in getting a good shovel, and also obviously being lucky in finding the treasures at the island. So a fair price for a shovel, considering that I want these barrels over at the island to be extremely good. I think I'm going to charge quite a bit. 32 diamonds. I know that sounds a little bit much, but consider I want to make the barrels, the treasures, extremely good. I think that's going to be fair. I'm having a little bit of trouble wording this. Press button for treasure spoon, 32 diamonds per spoon, no refunds. The no refunds is important because obviously if you do click this, you can't like undo and try and get a better shovel. So that's very important. Right, now we need to redo these signs. ISKALL'S Treasure Island Level 2. Hello, Treasure Hunter. Important to have that and only that on the first sign. I have dug down lots of treasures over at a distant island. You have the opportunity to try and dig them up. Purchase a treasure spoon to the left for 32 diamonds and head to the island to try your luck. And I also wrote down the coordinates so that people can find it. Oh, Mambo was just blown up by a creeper. Note, you may only dig using the treasure spoon. You may only break blocks that the spoon is meant to break. And no cheese. All treasures are very valuable. I hope that makes sense. I'm not the best at explaining things. Now, because I haven't yet got the treasures dug down, I also need to add a sign. ISKALL'S Treasure Island opens Saturday, 22nd of August. That gives me about 4 days to go on a mega mining session and get as much diamonds and netherite ingots as I possibly can. I'm very, very excited to see how the other hermits do in this shop/game, and I'm also very excited to see if we are going to make diamonds out of it, or if it's going to be another one of those where I end up putting more diamonds into it than I make from it. But I got my work cut out for me. I have to be mining for 4 days straight. I have to fill up the treasures and dig them down. But anyway, I really do hope that you are excited about this. I really do hope that you enjoyed the episode. If you did, do hit the like button down below. And if you're brand new, consider subscribing. And I'll see you dudes in the next episode.